Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zhong, the owner of a Zhong Cage Fighting Series #1, coming up on November 9 at the heart of San Francisco at the Kezar Pavilion. Right next to me, we're having a up-and-comer making his professional debut, Gavin Hallinan. It's a long-time amateur fighting out of our Dragon House promotion back in the days. Now, Gavin, let's introduce you to all the MMA fight fans out there in the Bay Area. Who you are and where are you coming from?
My name is Gavin Hallinan. I'm from San Francisco originally. I've been fighting, on a couple of different amateur cards, such as Zhong, your old Dragon House series.
Yep.
I fought on a couple of Conquer events. Now I'm looking to make that jump to the pro debuts. Big leagues
now let's introduce you a little bit. I know you're born and raised in San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
In the Bay Area. So what got you into fighting and martial art and all that?
Well, to correct you, I actually was born in San Francisco, but I jumped around a lot as a kid. So I actually ended up moving to Half Moon Bay at a very young age, and when I was there, I started to do a lot of sports, but jiu-jitsu was one of my biggest sports that I did, and I did it with Raul Castillo, who you're familiar with, Adam Piccolotti.
Yeah.
So I started doing jiu-jitsu about 15, 16 years ago with those guys, and I never thought I would be a cage fighter, to be honest. I thought I was going to be maybe a pro football player or something like that. Those were my dreams early on. But then after college and stuff, I found myself not really knowing what I wanted to pursue. And me and Raul have a really, really deep relationship. He's like a big brother, father figure to me in a lot of ways. And he, reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to help him teach kids classes and all that, and kind of the rest is history, so.
Now you've become an amateur cage fighter. Now you're going to turn yourself into a professional athlete.
Yes.
And one of the fastest growing sport in the world, which means mixed martial art in the cage. So now, you want to make this switch. And how old are you now, Gavin?
I'm 24.
You're 24 years of young age. That's still pretty young. You look like you have a long career ahead of you. And you have been fighting amateur for how long?
About 2.5, 3 years, something like that. 2 years, 3 years, yeah.
Wow. Definitely you have a long career ahead of you. Do you see yourself fighting, making out as a career, or you see yourself because you just love to fight?
Oh, I love fighting. I definitely love fighting, but I definitely want to make this a career as well. So for me, I am blessed to wake up every day and actually do what I love to do. That's kind of my viewpoint on it. I don't necessarily look at this as a job, but I definitely want to make some money from it. So that's the goal. The overall goal is to get that UFC belt.
Well, before you make some money, you already make a name in the Bay Area. You're definitely one of the toughest welterweight in the Bay Area. You're going on as 5-0 as an amateur. Now you're trying to pursue making 1-0 as a professional. Now, I see from time to time a lot of fighters, they fight amateurs like one weight class. When they turn pro, they go down to another weight class. Ideally make it smaller, hopefully you can get like a smaller opponent. But you fight amateurs 170, and now you're going pro also 170. So do you ever see yourself go down to 155, or you want to stay in 170?
I can definitely see myself going to 155, but for me, I think staying at a comfortable weight is more important for my mind. I don't want to do a drastic weight cut where I got to cut 30 pounds or 25 pounds, something like that. That to me sounds awful. So
sometimes can affect your performance as well.
Absolutely, yeah. If you're not clear out there, that's a big issue.
So what do you walk around weight? I know this fight is going to be 170 pound plus one. What do you walk around weight at?
I walk around at about 185, 190. When I'm eating pizza and ice cream and things like that. But
cut that out, 170.
Yeah, but for the most part, I probably walk around at about 180, 185.
Well, I think you have a lot of success in the amateur career, and I won't doubt it. You're going to have a good success in the pro. Some people believe in cut a lot of weight and they have more advantage on the day of the fight, but time to time I see individual different cases. Sometimes don't cut much weight, less of a body of a shock, and sometimes they perform better as well. So now let's talk a little bit about your upcoming fighter. Your upcoming opponent, Jermaine Jackson, who just made his MMA debut actually like Dragon House 31, I believe, 4 or 5 months ago. He just made his MMA debut as 1-0 professional amateur fight record, but now he wants to jump into this pro circuit. And I even asked him, like, why are you so rushed to getting to be pro? You only got one fight. He's like, I'm 34 years old. Why am I waiting? What am I waiting for? You do it now or never. So what's your thought on taking an opponent like him? Very game opponent, amateurs 185, might have some size advantage on you. What's your thought on him?
I don't really think about my opponents before the fights. I don't know if I've kind of explained that to you before.
Right.
I stick to my regimen. I do what I know how to do, and I do what I'm good at. I stick to my jiu-jitsu. I've been grappling with the best guys in the world over at AKA. I've been striking with the best guys in the world over at CSA. My corners are covered. Every box is being checked. So for me, I see this guy and I thank you for taking the fight. Really appreciate it. But I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna try to do what I do, and I'm gonna go in there and try to hurt him. Besides that, he's 34 years old. I completely understand where he's coming from. If I was 34 years old and I wanted to pursue this as a career or as something that I can be, look back on, I would be in the exact same shoes as him. I would be trying to fight at a high level as quickly as possible. Because for most MMA athletes, you're looking at about maybe 38, 39, 40s pushing it towards the end of your career. You want to try to get in and out of this game for sure. So.
Well, that's very, very true about you. Even though you are very green in the professional league, amount of knowledge you have, I think is a pretty well statement what you just say, and you understand the whole concept of being a pro athlete, in the fight game. So now, being saying some of the fans who are watching this interview, they're gonna hurt you loud and clear. You're gonna do what you like to do. What does that means to this fight? You're gonna take him down, grind him out. Or what are you gonna do?
Well, I feel like if I go out there and I try to play into his game like his last opponent did, which I watched his fight thoroughly, and he likes to bang, and he's a heavy forward fighting fighter, and I like to bang too, but I gotta watch myself. He's coming in a little bit heavier, so my idea is to probably take it to the ground and stay on top and control. And if he gives me his back, that'll be that. So, yeah.
That would be it.
That would be it. Yeah.
Well, Jermaine Jackson, watch out that don't give out your back. So here we go. That's a little tip for your opponent, and I think will be for all the fans out there who being follow this upcoming kid, Gavin Hallinan. I'm sure a lot of you guys curious what he's gonna do in his professional debut, from a 3-minute round jumping into a 5-minute round, and that extra 2 minutes does make a big difference, make a big impact. On top of that, now you're allowed to use elbow and knee. I don't know, the factor is going to be changing. So that a lot of amateur guys take a minute to adjust that. Even though I see time to time guys that from amateur turning to pro, okay, I'm allowed to use elbow and knee, but vice versa, they also allowed to get hit by those weapons as well. So sometimes can be changing the factor. But I'm very excited to watching you, make that switch, and I'm sure a lot of fight fans will be excited to watch that as well. So now, if people want to get a hold of you to get tickets to come watching your fight, how can people contact you?
People can contact me through Instagram. You can contact me over Facebook. You can contact me through my brother. My girlfriend will be helping me as well. So yeah, just reach out. My Instagram is just my first and last name, Gavin Hallinan. You can contact me again on Facebook. You can just search in the bar, Gavin Hallinan. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to talk to Zhong as well, this guy will hook you up with tickets too. So.
Well, any special sponsor, any special loved ones for this upcoming fight, super supported? Anyone you want to shout out to?
Yeah, I want to thank my family and friends for always supporting me. I can't do it without you guys. I really want to give a huge shout out to Verdure Construction. You guys are my first and forever favorite sponsor. And then my new sponsor, Enresco Laboratories over in San Francisco. Thank you guys so much for all the new equipment and gear. Other than that, I'll keep you guys posted on what's coming up.
That's awesome. Now, this upcoming event, Zhong Cage Fighting Series #1, making history after 12 years long, being the Dragon House Series promotion. We have a new brand name, rebrand everything, redo everything, including the title belt, logos, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be a little facelift for the old promotion and make it something better and nicer. So for more information about this upcoming fight card, please check out my website, dragonhousemma.com. The fight card layout will be posted shortly in a few days. And then also please subscribe our YouTube channel. Give us a little bit of thumbs up on the Dragon House MMA fan page. If your opponent, Jermaine Jackson, watching this interview, what message you have to send to him?
Good luck. stay ready. Keep your hands up.
What's the prediction? You think it's gonna go through the distance, or you think it's gonna be end in between?
Can't even say. I'm just gonna go out there and try to hurt him. I'm gonna grab you. Just be ready.
Here we go. You'll hear it loud and clear. Ladies and gentlemen, all the 5 fins out there, one more time, what's your IG email, IG address?
My IG address is just Gavin Hallinan.
All right, any any sponsors, guys, out there, all the rash guard fight shop looking for up and coming fighter, want to sponsor, hit this young kids up. It's a lot of future in front of him, and so support all the local fighters. I want to shout out to MMA Raw. I want to shout out to TMT, one of our longtime sponsor. Bomb First, always sponsoring our event. We'll put on another epic event for you guys. Brand new logo, November 9th at the heart of San Francisco Kezar Pavilion. Do not miss it. We'll see you guys out there. Please make comments of this video. We'll be up in about 5-6 hours from today. So we'll see you guys out there. Good to have you on board, brother. Thank you.